over the last months, the database evolution has been exciting, a challenge uh, on multiple levels, meaning not just code, not just rearrangement of how things look on the screen, but also compatibility with types of file formats like pictures. The American Civil War Unit database, this is the Union version. It looks just like the Confederate version, except this is just all Union units. Uh, just like the Confederate version, by the way, requires that the flags be, at least for 10 millimeter, because that's the scale we're currently developing for, the flags have to be tweaked. 172 is not a problem. The flags are bigger, probably, I don't know, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch, or something close to that, big. So they're nice big flags. But with 10 millimeter, the flags are kind of tiny. You still want to have the battle honors written on the flag. You still want to have the unit ID written on the flag, though it's so small, it's almost not necessary. But still, we're doing it for 172. We're just scaling it down for 10 millimeter. So, because of that, the flags themselves need a space at the bottom of the logo, underneath the logo of every flag. Like right in here, there needs to be a space. Why? Because the text that we've got in the database is printed right there. And if you have a graphic that's complicated, you won't see the text. Why? Because the text is white. So whatever is on the flag graphic has to be pushed up a little bit and with a color remaining on the bottom. So let's take a look at somebody we're looking currently at. For instance, let's like Carr Benton. So the other important thing to remember here about using the database is that you can't use slashes. Well, you can, but don't do it. Use dashes in names. Here's an example. We have Division Commander Carr, and his first brigade is Benton's. So of the three brigades the three units, not necessarily brigades, but of the three units that he has, this is Benton's first, this is Carr's first brigade under Benton. And we'll scroll down a little bit here. Actually, it's interesting. I didn't finish this one yet. Or there may be an error, but we'll certainly find out. This is the actual division card itself with the places for the regiments to be entered into. So it's 4 brigades capable. Let's go back up here and find out what's going on with the flags. Okay, so I don't know why I didn't do this one yet. It should have been done already. Let's hope it's working correctly. Let's do the 1st regiment. So let's put the flag in of the 33rd Illinois. So we'll go to our flag folder, grab an Illinois that we've been using, and the same is for the 99th Illinois, and this is for the 8th Indiana, and the 18th Indiana, and the other one is artillery, so nothing for that. So we'll click this button here, submit and remain, which keeps us on the screen. Also note that the brigade number is not on here yet, so this should be Brigade 1. All right, so we've submitted it. Let's stay where we are, and we can type right in here the 33rd. By the way, when I was talking earlier about all the tweaks we had to do, this is one of them. I had to find the right font to get in here. This is the 99th Illinois. Indiana. Now you may say, well, why didn't you just make individual fields? And the reason is because you have too many fields. So it's one big field, and we're just typing in. So, right, that's all there is to it. And the same goes down here. This is the 18th Illinois, Indiana. Okay. So there you go. Now, how do you make use of this? Well, I'll show you. You can't print from the screen, so you have to capture it and put it in a Word doc and then print. I've got a Word doc open, and I'll show you how you do this. So this is Benton. We're going to submit it, make sure we remember it this time. This is Carr, Division Commander, and we're going to capture this right here. So this is, we are capturing the flags, and we're going to put them in, who is it, Carr Benton. Okay, so we go to our Word document, and we are looking for Carr. Where is he? Is this Carr? No. Where's Carr? This is our order of battle for the, there he is, for the Vicksburg campaign. And so now we're just going to paste all those flags in position. Well, actually not there. We're going to paste, this is the 1st Brigade. So this is Benton. And there we go. So there's black spaces here. Okay, so big deal. But now that we have these here, we just print them out and fold them and cut them and fold them in half and put them on the flags, the staffs for the infantry regiments. The 2nd Brigade is here. This is Lawler, and 3rd, and there is no, oh, there's only 2. Carr just has 2, Benton and Lawler. Now you'll notice a couple of tweaks that have to be done here, and there's a lot of reasons for this, right? The activation sequence, which is right here, is separate from this list here, and that's the way it should be. They have the proper IDs in case there is a need for an ID only, and then you have your hyperlinks. As you can see in the lower left-hand corner, the hyperlinks are active, and there isn't a 4th one. So these are the areas right here where the hyperlinks go in. And this is recently done, convenience, for jumping to the rest or jumping to another URL that you've put in there. And these little guys up here correspond to what's down here. All right, so there we are. And I'll come back and we'll do some more. But that's basically an update for how things are looking. Also, before I leave, I want to say, remember that, I was going to point, remember all the data for the cards that was underneath this terrain effects, casualties, events, and rallies, all the data list that was there for the types of cards that can be used in the game. I took those away. We'll see if it's necessary for those to be in there, but for now I took them all away because it was just too busy. The card itself is too much, and as a matter of fact, there's no need now for that big spacing between all the units listed on the left. You could add more now. So there's 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there probably should be 12. And as a matter of fact, maybe even more because of the fact they're in the transposing the information of the Vicksburg campaign for the Confederate units. Some of those Confederate brigades are huge. As a matter of fact, they're almost 2 brigades. And you could just create another card, sure. But it's kind of nice to have them all on one card. Anyway, so we'll come back and we'll tell you about that.